Today on the channel, it should be like riding a bike at this point. Once again, WWE Mattel, this time Greatest Hits Ultimate Edition, Razor Ramon.
And the spirit of Ultimate Warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another WWE Mattel Ultimate Edition unboxing and review. And today on the channel, we got the latest and greatest from the Greatest Hits series, once again, with an Ultimate Razor Ramon. But for all your Ultimate Razor Ramon needs and a whole lot more, hit up jaystoysandgames.com. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 15% on all in-stock items. Got to get a deal over there. And I was very happy. I went to my local J store and picked this one up. Unfortunately, I missed the order on Ringside, and it is long back order. I want to say it's August back order right now over there at Ringside. So I was very happy to be able to get this in my collection here a little bit earlier than having to wait for August. So Razor Ramon, though, no stranger, as we do know from the Ultimate line, is the third time the charm with another Razor. Obviously, a fancy repaint. I guess it comes down to most people's collection. How do you prefer your Razor Ramon? And of course, you know we'll do comparisons later on in this video. And of course, we're going to do this video like we do all the other videos on the channel. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. So without further ado, let's see what the bad guy's up to. This time in green in Razor Ramon. I got my Hawaiian shirt on, my Tom Selleck Hawaiian shirt. Here today for this Razor unboxing. Feel like we're down in Florida. Let's just pretend, let's close our eyes. We're down in Miami, Florida. We're unboxing this Razor Ramon. Beautiful Ultimate style packaging. We know all about it by now. Ultimate logo down here, of course. Razor Ramon. Big bubble window there. There's the bad guy, just happy. He's just happy to be in green right here. Of course, looking very good. Razor Ramon on the side. And then, of course, the back, we got the glamour shot of the man. We got the glamour shot of the figure. We got the tail of tape. We got the blurb. Let's see what it says about our friend Razor. Height, 6'7", and he's much like Billy Gunn and a few others over the years, where you just don't think of him as being 6'7", because you see him against Kevin Nash all the time. They're always standing side by side in the WCW days especially. Made him feel smaller. It's just a weird thing. He's a giant, a mountain of a man, but felt smaller than he is. So very strange how that works. From Miami, Florida. Beautiful this time of year, as we do know. Finisher, Razor's Edge, career highlight, Intercontinental Champion. Say hello to the bad guy, from disrespectfully flicking his toothpick in his opponent's face to putting him away with the Razor's Edge. Razor Ramon oozes machismo with everything he does. Everything. He's just oozing machismo out of every pore, out of every orifice of his body. There's machismo just dripping out of there. And you could make the case, there's a lot of wrestlers over the years that never got a world title. Razor Ramon, you could make the case, even Scott Hall lumping together, that one of those guys, United States champion, tag champion, Intercontinental champion, never the big title belt. So always a little disappointing there. Would he have worked, though, as a WWF champion, WWE champion, WCW champion? Maybe. I think it would have been cool if he had his stuff together at the time, if he could have been the ECW champion. And that short stint with ECW would have been pretty cool, I do think. But you could say him, Kurt Hennig, Mr. Perfect. There's probably a Mount Rushmore of guys that maybe should have had the world title that never got a chance to. Have to think he's on that list somewhere for a lot of people. Now it says, once again, oozing machismo. Even out of this box, I can just feel the machismo in here. Say hello to the bad guy on the other side. So we know how it goes with these Easter eggs here, part of the Ultimate line. Always cool to see that stuff. And how about a little behind the back, see you later? We don't do that very often, so you're in for a treat if you're watching this video. You got to see it live in person. Plastic Razor Ramon Prison, looking good in that green, though. That is no doubt about it. And he is locked down with twist ties for days like a young Todd McFarlane DC Multiverse figure. Todd, any thoughts on Razor Ramon? Who's Razor Ramon? Okay, that's all I need to talk to you about with this one. He doesn't even know who Razor Ramon is over there. Maybe you should do some history. You should pay attention to these videos, Todd McFarlane. That's the way it goes from time to time, you know? You like what you like, you don't what you don't. We say it all the time. Todd representing it, of course, every single day. Pulling all this stuff out. We got a lot going on in here as well. We got the figure, we got the hands, We got a title belt. We get a vest. Oh, we get so much fun. And then we got all these hands. And unfortunately, some of these hands got the old twist ties holding them down. You know I'm not a fan of that at all. Can I slide? Yep, you can slide it right around those twist ties. Real sneaky like. Real sneaky like. There we go. Twist ties everywhere. See you later. Goodbye. Let's get down to Razor Ramon. Let's start it off with, of course, the accessories. Oh, we got a little piece of plastic inside to hold its form. See you later. Goodbye. Let's do it. Let's dive into it. Let's start off, of course, with the extra hands here. We got 2 gripping hands right out of the package for the bad guy, Razor Ramon. Got to have 2 fists of fury. Got to have those ready to go. You do got the splayed out hands. Always very nice for Scott Hall. You can do the Scott Hall walk, Razor Ramon walk. You know what I mean? You could do that. Or you could say, whoa, whoa, hold on, buddy. Don't punch me in the face. Or you could be holding somebody, giving them a big chop. There's a lot of stuff you can do. You can do jazz hands if you want to. Pick your poison with those, of course. And then we got the thumbs. The 2 thumbs, of course. Have him hitchhiking if you want to. He can give you one of those. Give you the old hacksaw Jim Duggan. A lot can be done with these hands, of course. And that's what we love about Mattel the last 5 years or so. What is time? Once again, giving us some of these extra hands, giving a little bit of extra personality to some of these figures, of course. And of course, when I think of Razor, I think of Intercontinental title belt. Beautiful Intercontinental title belt here. This is my era of the Intercontinental title belt for sure. Always do prefer this. Loved Warriors with the different color straps, of course, but this is the plate. This is what I think of with the Intercontinental title. Do get the Razor vest here. You just love to wear a vest. Why wouldn't you? But it does say Razor Ramon on the back and in black. Green in the front, gold buttons. Just screams Miami, doesn't it? Oh, sure. Why not? We got that going on. Does got the chains like a young B.A. Baracus right out of the package around his neck. Of course, Razor always got that drip going on, as we do know. It might be Muchismo that he's dripping with, though, as we do know as well. But now we got 3 heads, and 3 heads are better than 1. And one thing that's kind of fun about this Razor here, this is the 3rd version of this Razor. They're all different colors. Well, we get 3 heads, so you can display a different head on each one to make them feel like 3 separate different Razors. I do like that. I do like that idea. But the one out of the package is probably my least favorite. I'm not sure what he's trying to do with his mouth there. Of course, he's got a little bit of the 5 o'clock shadow going on. Not too much in the mustache department, but just looks a little strange in the head sculpt on this one here. He does got the little Superman curl there. He got the black hair, of course, like that. Second head here, he's smiling. He's happy. He's just happy to be there. Got a little teeth showing as well. Looking pretty good. Same hairdo going on, 5 o'clock shadow. Like that one a whole lot. And then the 3rd and final head, this is where you definitely say hello to the bad guy. He's got that kind of side look to it. Got the teeth showing, 2 eyes, 2 ears, nose and a mouth. Playing those Razor Ramon hits. So the head out of the package is my least favorite of the bunch. I don't know. Your guys' mileage may vary. Feel free to chime in which one is your favorite. But diving into Razor right here, we've seen it before. This is Razor. He's got that chest hair for days. Real chest hair would have made this the next level. That's what they should have done for the 3rd version. Give it that extra pizzazz. Give it some real hair. Unfortunately, not the case with this one here. Articulation, of course, the arms removable. Yep, arms removable on this one. So like all the Ultimates, you can plug and play and move stuff around. Arms all the way around here, bicep cut. Double jointed, pinless elbows. You got a black elbow pad here. You got the Razor specific elbow pad on this side with the Razors on it in green. Looking very good. Hands removable, of course, you know that. Head removable, of course, you know that. You do get the hula hoop up top, plus traditional waist. And then you got those Razor splits ready to go. It's a fine line on those splits, as we know. Drop down hips as well. This right leg a little bit fighting me here. It's got a little bit of that Vietnam bounce back. Yep, made in Vietnam. Very strange, very strange. It has some of that bounce back to it. We never saw that with the other Ultimates. So a little strange that we get that here. And you can just feel the tightness in the right side. And I don't know if I've felt that in an Ultimate, only the Elite. So I'm not sure exactly if that's just my copy or what's going on exactly there. But a little tight in the right. Do get the thigh cut. Do get the double jointed knees. I can't, no, they're pinned. Now, usually I say, should be pinless. I don't mind if they're pinned on the knees. I'd rather have the knees pinned than the elbows. And it doesn't really matter too much to me if somebody has an elbow pad or a knee pad that covers them. It's supposed to cover, and it doesn't matter at that point to me. So I'm okay with this because I'm never taking these knee pads off. He doesn't make a difference to me. So that's my thought process on that. You do get the boot cut. You do get the ankles, new ankle articulation, up, down, side to side, back and forth. And for Todd McFarlane on the couch specifically, they got the toe articulation here. One thing that drives me a little bit crazy is the green colors are different. throughout everything on here. So this is more of a neon green in the vest. It's a little bit darker shade in the trunks and the elbows and the knee pads, and then almost like a forest green down here in the boots. Now, I'm no expert as far as Razor, what he was wearing at the time, if that all links together, all the same color it's supposed to be, or it's supposed to be varied like this. I'm not sure, but it is varied. All the greens are a little bit different, so take that for what it is as well. But not a bad piece of business on this Razor here. I do like the green. Of course, an Oakland A's fan like myself, I'm going to like green for sure. Not a bad piece of business. Got the Razor logos, of course, on the tights and on the front and on the back. Of course, going to fit on a Mattel ringside collectible stand using discount code Kyle to save 10%. Old Razor, ready to go, ready to party on a Saturday night in Miami. Who knows what that might entail? Probably a fun time. But we do got Razor. We got the regular edition. We do got the purple Chase edition. 3 different Razors, and I think I'm going to just display this Razor. I'm just going to keep him like this. As much as I don't like that head sculpt, I like that it's different from these two, so I'm going to keep that there. You got the bad guy hands here. You got the Scott Hall walk hands here. I guess I'll keep the gripping hands over here, unless maybe I give him the 2 fists of fury. I might end up doing that for sure. But I do like this as far as, okay, they made 3 of them. Now, some of these Ultimates, I think you're a collector like me. Yeah, you sitting on the couch. No, not you on the couch. The guy I'm talking to on the screen here. You might buy multiples of some Ultimates. Maybe you really like an Ultimate Warrior one. I want different versions of this. Pretty fun if you're a Razor fan. So you didn't have to buy 3 purple ones or 2 of these ones. You got 1 of each so you could display all differently. So I do like that a whole lot. There's something fun about that here. But I understand for the average Joe, they need 1 Razor, and that's where it becomes pick your poison. What do you want? To me, personally, purple is my favorite. Second favorite's the traditional OG first edition Razor, we'll call it. Third for me is the green version, but you really can't go wrong with any of them if you do need a Razor in your collection. So a lot of fun, and I always do appreciate Mattel too in the greatest hits. They could have just re-released one of these. They gave us something a little bit different. So I also appreciate that. They're looking out for the collector a little bit in that case, that scenario right here. So not a bad piece of business if this is something you're after. Be interested to hear your thoughts and which one's your favorite of the 3 in the comments down below. Of course, you made it this far. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the old notification bell. We got videos every single day and then some. Yes, you guys know by now. We got 2 YouTube channels, videos every single day, even more content for you, and your best way to support the channel via Patreon and YouTube channel memberships. Check it out. Support the channel. Check out my brand new podcast each and every single Tuesday, wherever podcasts are found. It is The Kyle Peterson Show, sweeping the nation. Yes, the whole nation, possibly the world. Up next, the galaxy. Check out The Kyle Peterson Show if you have not already. Sir Paul64 is where you're going to find me on the X, _Kyle_Peterson on Threads, Instagram, TikTok, and of course, The Kyle Peterson Show at gmail.com. And my book, via me, Amazon, Barnes & Noble. It is The Complete Guide to the ECW Original San Francisco Toy Makers, available now. So for the bad guy, Razor Ramon, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.